Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Androids and Aliens. As is tradition, we will start with the national anthem. Ellie?
I know the melody. And the first. Okay. Oh, say, can you see? And something with the bombs. The bombs are falling.
Are you taking an oath and covering your
This would be the worst start of a baseball game.
Oh, that would be great to have Ellie come out and sing before a Mets game.
Everybody has so much in common with Roseanne. They both just botched the national anthem.
My favorite part is when you go up, like in the middle of it, and it's like, and there's something with bombs, and they're falling down like fireworks, or like
And something with bombs, and they're falling down.
Like fireworks through the night.
Fireworks.
And I'll mention bombs again.
I mean, pretty accurate. If the whole song was talking about bombs, I'd be like,
Skip.
no, it's so true.
Got him. You got him with that.
And I know the last thing. And the land of the free.
There it is.
Right on pitch.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the song.
Nailed it.
Sounded like Barry White himself was singing it. And the land of the free. Play ball.
Oh, good job, Eleanor. Well done.
Yep.
Well done.
Hashtag Patriot Ellie.
Yep. Glad they didn't ask that on the test. Give us one lyric from the American national anthem.
She got one. Though, Ellie, I feel like you missed your opportunity to convert us all to Swedes just by singing the Swedish national anthem right there.
No, that one sucks. However, the Russian one. No, the Swedish
Not
one
enough
is
bombs.
super boring.
The Swedish one is a slap, as the kids say.
Well, the Swedish one has the only cool thing about Swedish one is that it ends with like, I want to die and I want to live in the north. That's like how it ends.
Oh, I
And
like
that's-
It sounds like a badass song.
Yeah.
Nah,
sounds-
it's not. It's kind
They're
of.
saying
How
like,
does
like Sweden is Valhalla. Like, I want to die
Yeah,
and live in the
sure.
north.
How does it translate? How does it translate, like, with the tune? You don't have to sing it, but give us an idea of what that's like, because that sounds pretty badass.
Do you want me to sing it in English, but with the Swedish
No, I want you
tone,
to
or
sing it in Swedish.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. And it's honestly the only lyric I remember from the song. But so it's Ja, jag vill leva, jag vill dö I Norden. That's it.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty damn good. Good anthem.
Well, that's a good one. That's what everyone remembers. So every football or soccer game, you see a bunch of drunk Swedes being like, "I want to live in the north and die there." But most of them are expats like me, so it's like, no, we're not going to die there.
No, we're just kidding. We're moving to America.
Just kidding, we're moving to someplace warmer.
We'd rather die there.
The Russian one, even though like I don't have any affiliation with Russia, don't worry, guys. But their national anthem is pretty cool. And then like that one is like a really cool, like the melody. It's the same with the French one. It's also a really cool one.
The Marseillaise is awesome.
Marseillaise.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And God Save Your Queen, or the English one is pretty cool too.
You don't get to hear these except for like the Olympics. The Olympics is when you're really like, oh, I forgot about that one. The Canadian one's not so bad.
That's my favorite one.
The Canadian one?
Canada.
Yeah.
It's easy to sing. It's uplifting. There's no guns in it. It's great. No bombs.
No bombs.
100%
no
fewer
guns.
bombs than the national
Way
anthem
less.
in the United States.
I love that tradition in hockey games, and that whenever an American team plays a Canadian team, they sing both national anthems. It seems so old-fashioned. Like, I wonder if they'll still sing national anthems at sporting events even 10 years from now. I don't know if they will.
I don't know.
Does it seem old-fashioned? Everyone have a
It does.
flag in your yard, sure.
I've never really liked it. I'm like, why is this?
What is
this?
one
Isn't
thing have to do
triumph
with
of the
the-
will? Like, I'm just here to watch a basketball game. Like, why do I have to affirm our patriotism before the Wizards play the Celtics? There's no reason.
I guess it's
So do you
celebrating
hold-
that we have the freedom to enjoy sports.
To
whereas
play
other-
ball?
Which
people
no other
don't.
country has, by the way. No other country can go watch people play a game.
I
Pay
don't know.
for the
Yeah.
privilege.
Yeah, but no other country can pay unbelievably extortionist prices to do so. So I think
That's
that
freedom.
I guess that's the freedom that we're paying for is
That's
to,
freedom.
to pay
And still paying
absolutely unreasonable amounts of money for a seat at a sporting event.
and pay minimum
Yeah.
wage to the people who have to clean up after your drunk ass.
Right.
And the land of the
So good. So good.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I have a bad feeling.
No, Ellie, don't
No,
look
you
it
nailed
up.
it. Please
Don't look it up.
Please don't
Ignorance
look
is
it up,
bliss.
Ellie. It ruins
Alright, I will.
Google ruins everything.
I think everyone has the same question on their mind as I do. What is David Winter's favorite national anthem? David Winter's
Ooh,
back,
David Winters.
everybody. David,
Hello,
I bet
hello.
you have a real left field one that you like.
Now, I have a more important question, though. If Skid really hates the national anthem, how do you feel about the Pledge of Allegiance in schools, Skid?
There's no reason. No reason for it.
No reason for that shit.
Listen, my comrades, we have to rise up against such Western.
What's the?
I, for one,
I was gonna
welcome
say,
our
what's
new ant overlords.
When we were kids back in the 40s, you had to, I went to a Catholic school. I was Protestant, but I went to Catholic school for 16 years. And it was beginning of the day. It was Pledge of Allegiance and then a couple of prayers. And then we sat down every single day. Even that seems outdated. I can understand it in a parochial school, but I don't know. Very weird.
You know what I'll say? Even I remember being in like third grade and we were doing the pledge. And even at that age, I was like, I wasn't raised religious whatsoever. My parents were both Catholic and Jewish. So they were kind of like, here's everything you need to know. And I was like, both of these seem crazy. So I was like,
Hot take.
There's a
I was
lot
like-
going on here.
yeah. And I was also like, there's more than one. Like, this doesn't make any sense. But I was like
confusing.
atheist. I was agnostic as a kid. So doing the Pledge of Allegiance, I was like, why do we say under God? And then eventually I would like not put my hand on my chest. I would like hold it and hover it. This was like my
In
anarchist
protest.
third grade. I was like, I'm mouthing the words. I'm not actually saying them. No one will ever know I'm mouthing them. I was like standing up against the pledge. And I feel as an adult now, I'm like, yeah, I don't know why we say the pledge. It's kind of weird.
What is the pledge?
Question for everyone. Did anyone else do pledges to their state flag? Because in Texas, we did, before the national pledge, we did honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas.
Really?
One
I
state
don't even
under
know if you're
God,
joking.
one and indivisible.
Wait.
No, he's not joking. They seriously do that, and because they indoctrinate them from a very young age to prepare them for the secession from the Union, which is like for the war could happen
Imminent.
at any time.
Right.
Like when Texas just feels like it is like we're out. Like,
I was
they'll
like,
do
wait,
it.
what does the New York flag even look like?
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
It's the
Oh,
pizza
duh.
rat.
Okay.
It's just the
Okay.
pizza rat. Like you get caught coming down the subway steps.
Might as well be, honestly. Oh, man.
Yeah, when I was in Texas, I had just never seen so much state pride. And you can't find an American flag hanging outside of an official building without a Texas flag right next to it or right under
It's
it.
the
Like,
only
on
state
top
in the
of it.
union where they
top of it, yeah.
they have requested laws that allow the Texas state flag to fly at the same level as the United States flag. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I left. That's why I'm out of there. Love you guys
Now
in Texas.
listen, if you're sitting at home and you like flags, that's cool. We're not saying we don't like them. We just don't understand it. Don't get mad, all right? Nothing wrong with saluting the flag. If you want to salute the flag, we think it's a little silly sometimes before a ball game. But we do all salute the flag of tabletop role-playing games.
Woo!
What would that flag look like? Just a neck beard with
Or
a
no,
pizza.
your hat, the die. It looks it's
Like
the
this,
planet.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yep.
That's a pretty good flag. Should we
That's
sell
the-
flags?
Yeah.
Maybe we should sell flags.
Dude, outside people's houses, like
Like on game
When
day.
people
I don't need to
tailgate
see.
for Glass Cannon Live, they'll have their flags on their RVs.
I don't need to
like his
see
capes.
one more Steelers flag hanging outside of a house. I don't need to see one. Replace it with the planet die. I'll be very happy.
Okay.
It shocks me it's taken you this long to come to that conclusion, considering we've been calling ourselves a nation for how many years now?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so right, Matthew.
Flag of the nation. Oh, man.
I wonder if someday children in the morning before they start school will say the Pledge of the Nation.
You know it'll
They
be
hold
great
their hand
though?
over their heart and look at a dice flag.
Troy
In
is
our-
always right. He is never wrong.
Amen.
What will be really great is in the post-apocalyptic future, whatever happens, natural disasters, aliens, when they uncover the remnants of civilization, they'll find this flag and they'll be like, this is what they believed in. They read it, they find like all the text and they're like, glass cannon. Okay, yeah, this is something huge. People have flags of this.
Yeah.
Don't laugh. That's the big picture.
Whatever
future.
we
Going
do,
for it.
whatever we end up doing, we just have to end up producing it in bronze. So it's the one thing that survives, and then that'll be the story
For
going
1,000 of millennia.
Yes.
Thousands and thousands
No,
of
all we
millennia.
need-
Similar
for that
to
is
wood furniture.
Wood furniture. We'll handle-
Plastic, wood.
But you guys have the log, right? You have that's the whole thing. You have
Raise
a
log.
log.
Yeah.
We do have that's our forget. Though. That's our side business.
Yeah.
The nice thing about
Alright.
the cult is that it kind of is self-perpetuating. Once you get it going, it kind of takes care of itself.
So,
You just set up a vanguard in each state.
Yeah.
How far away are
Wholly
we from
independent
tax exempt
clergy.
status?
A wholly independent clergy from the nation.
Right, yeah. We separate our cult business from our day-to-day. Anyways, it's complicated. I won't get into it. Let's play some Starfinder, though. All right.
Let's do it.
Hey, Starfinder!
How you been?
What you got cooking? It's been a bit of a wild ride since you ne'er-do-wells landed on the old planetoid that was orbiting one of the 12 stars that makes up the Gate of the 12 Suns. You noticed as you were flying in, or even before you got to the system after speaking with Adam, that these stars are locked in an impossibly perfect circle, defying all gravitational pulls and known science, and they were placed there long ago to create a hidden demiplane in which the Kashali could hide the ancient superweapon known as the Stellar Degenerator. So you come in, you navigate the gravitational pull, and you land on this little controller moon. You traverse through the recently burned jungle and enter through the blown-out doors of this control center to fight more cultists of the Devourer. You've been fighting them since, what was that fucking planet called?
Castroville?
Little East.
Castroville.
Oh.
But now you're fighting a sect known as the Desperate Hunger. They're nasty. They kill dogs and people. But you defeated the first group. You then delve further into the station and run afoul of a rogue AI who traps some of you in a vicious electric trap. I won't name names, Dax and Linnea.
Brutal.
You enter another room where more cultists, and the shadow spawn attack you while the aforementioned artificial intelligence eggs them on, shouting paeans to the Devourer on all of the screens in the room. You defeat them. You're beat up at this point. You try to rest, but more cultists break down the door led by a bloodthirsty half-orc. You defeat them as well. Finally, you rest and you begin exploring the remaining rooms where you meet another AI who calls herself Osteth. Not unlike the previous AI, these are Kishali holograms, similar to the Kish that you met on Lilistamok. Osteth explains that she and her partner Eltreth, the AI you've already met, were once Kishali scientists whose job was maintaining the Gate of the 12 Suns. Knowing the true dangers that the Stellar Degenerator possessed, having lived during the one time the Kishali used it, over time they came to realize that their own mortality was the one thing that could possibly allow this weapon to get into the wrong hands. So these two lifelong friends, brilliant scientists, made the ultimate sacrifice for the good of the universe, the good of future generations, and underwent this technological, magical ritual to leave their physical bodies behind and create digital consciousnesses of themselves that could guard over the gate for eternity. Osteth then goes on to explain that over time, Eltreth started to show signs of distress. At first she thought maybe it was a problem with his programming, but eventually she realized that he was being corrupted by a power greater than a mere programming error. The power of the Devourer. So she locked him away until she could figure out a way to heal her old friend. It's right around that time the desperate hunger cultists came here, released Eltreth, and imprisoned Osteth. These stupid names. Released Eltreth and imprisoned Osteth in his prison, and then they went to work trying to open the demiplane to get to the stellar degenerator. Luckily, before Osteth was put in her prison, she was able to overload the main circuit board in the control center's primary computer, which prevented them from accessing the demiplane at this station. Now, the cultist leader, an android named Null 9. Her and the rest of the team have gone to another gate to retrieve the control board there. Once they have that, you think they can access this. Seems like they have scientists with them or someone with the know-how to open the gate and access the weapon. Once in their hands, they'll have everything they need to open the gate and rain destruction down upon galaxies. You're talking to Osteth's hologram, and she has come to the conclusion over time that the only safe course is to not only stop Null 9, but to destroy the stellar degenerator. But she also admits to you that this option really would have only been possible with the help of her partner Eltreth, but she knows that his digital mind has been corrupted by the Devourer beyond repair. So she makes the difficult decision to erase him. You need to travel to that other moon and stop Null 9. You need to get that control board. And during that time, Osteth is going to use all of her mental faculties to try and figure out a way to destroy the super weapon on her own without her partner. But you also know that there are still enemies in this very control center who could pose a threat to both you and Osteth. What do you do?
Did we level up?
We did level up. I was going to say we level up, but I...
Like 10 episodes ago.
We leveled up, but we haven't rested at all, so we're strong.
Yeah.
But we're really hurt, and I'm out of a lot of spells mechanically. So if there's still... I'm just thinking if there's still fights that are going to happen.
Was it the end of last ep that you leveled up? I thought it was 2 eps ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I totally forgot. In my head, you had leveled up earlier.
You forgot.
All right.
Literally the most important part of the recap. Just
I
that we
really
leveled
did,
up.
yeah.
A really long recap, but you didn't mention
mention
Dax's
that.
feet. I just don't
mention that,
understand.
yeah.
What are you doing?
All right, well, let's talk about level up then.
I just want to make sure we have what we have if we're going to...
Yeah.
Going into
I'm
this
not
next
even
thing.
joking. We play so many effing games. I thought you leveled up months ago. And it's because I'm remembering 9th level.
Well, actually, to be fair, you're not wrong, because we were talking as we were setting up, and it was like, didn't we just kind of level up? And it's going pretty fast. Like, it wasn't that long ago that we hit 9th level, but I guess we're just crushing.
That's what you're doing.
So it's right to 10.
You're so on point. Well, let's talk about it. You know what? Elephant in the room. Let's talk about the level up. And I want to start with Eleanor DiLorenzo. Eleanor,
No.
what did Linnea...
This is my
What
favorite
did
part.
Linnea do to make her even more unstoppable? And I'm only half joking. Linnea is a beast. Linnea has become the muscle of this group. When Qualo is all charged up, don't mess with Qualo. But Linnea is bringing both offense and defense.
I mean, she is.
Yep.
She like, if she rolls kind of okay. She's putting out like 35 points of damage on a hit. That's just.
Sure, she almost died 4 or 5 times over the past couple months, whereas no, everyone else was totally fine.
Yeah, but
she's still a character.
That also might be because she's just going in. She's taking the brunt of the attacks.
Going for it.
That's more on me, to be fair. Like the player, sometimes I sometimes feel bad for my PCs because they're like so cool and amazing, and then I decide to run into a dark room with 0 resolve points. And that's the boss fight. So it's like cool. But I know what you're asking me because you know that I did something that I probably shouldn't have done.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What have you done?
So I multi-classed.
She did. She took the dip. She took a dip. Linnea dip.
Let's see what she did. Let's
Mystic
see what
dip?
she did.
Mystic dip.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh boy.
I feel like I don't want to step on Joe O'Brien's toes anymore. And so that's why I felt like it would be cooler to add something that's not soldiers. Also, soldier level 10 kind of sounded boring. Like my battle flower thing was kind of boring. And so I decided to take a note from her mom's book and took a level in Envoy.
Classic Soldier 9 Envoy 1 dip.
Exactly.
Wait, Ellie, can I just state for the record that we are all fine with you stepping on Joe's toes because we need the help.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I don't know if step on my toes is really the right term. Did you mean, like, constantly outperforming me like, every round of combat?
Yes, we're okay with that.
Yeah, I think everybody's fine with that.
I meant my 100 pounds stepping on your toes. Because I feel like when I took a soldier instead of going with Vanguard, you were like the look you gave me was like, how dare you, Ellie?
No, and we did talk off air, and I told you to go yourself.
Yeah, I remember.
I was there.
But this is so, Ellie, this is so cute. This is I love this for role playing wise. Like she's leaning into what her mom did. So what, you can buff us or like?
Yeah, what's the plan here? What's a first level envoy going to give you?
So the plan, initially I decided to like actually just give her the buff of others, like don't quit or get him and that kind of stuff. But then I found something called Spell Gem Understanding, and so yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about it probably. Troy and I will talk about it probably. Okay, fine.
Let's talk about it now. People are climbing through their televisions to know what Spell Gem Understanding is. And then we'll hear how it really works from David.
Yeah, that's fair. So Spell Gem Understanding means that an envoy can basically use spell gems. Usually it's just for magical beings, people, mystics, or witch warpers. But in this way, an envoy can use a spell gem that has spells on it and cast them. And I was like, I'm ready to be a spellcaster.
And you have to take that instead of like a get 'em. It's an envoy improvisation, right? So your improvisation is spell gem usage. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it might not be a great thing to take as a level 1 for envoy, but then I was like, she might die. And what if I never get to cast a spell ever? Because I think I've tried to be a wizard once on GC Nation, and
good old hashtag GC Nation. Yep, that's what we call ourselves.
Remember the GC Nation podcast?
Yeah, we'll be on the flag.
Hashtag.
Yep. Just the die. Hashtag GC Nation. The land of the free.
Land of the free.
Play ball.
Play ball. Ellie, I like it. I think it's cool. I think that is a cool thing to tie it to your mom. And I think this is an area that the party, you're filling a weak spot. We don't really have a buffer, right? Nobody really buffs others.
No, what would you say Kreska is, Matthew? Isn't Kreska more of a blaster, really, right? Or debuffer?
I'm kind of, I guess, debuffer. Yeah, mystics are funny. They're not like clerics. They don't have a lot of. They have some
like a
buffs.
blaster
I do have some buffs on my list, but nothing that's been really relevant recently.
Then again, I'm saying buffer, or did you get rid of all your buffing to get the spell gem?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so you're good choice anyway. Good choice.
No, but the spells I chose because my DC is so low at level at Envoy, so like every DC for like if I chose something like I can choose, for example, Mind Thrust, but DC is like 16, so you would probably I would never succeed,
Useless.
and they're super expensive. So what I did is that I chose a bunch of boosts for myself. And I can technically boost other people, but I won't.
Okay.
Because I'm
You can see where your head's at.
Little self boost. No, that's smart.
self-boost.
You need utility spells where, at this point in the game, the DC isn't going to be enough for the enemies you're going to face. Let's go to Captain K. Captain K is a 9th level mystic. Did you finally take that soldier dip?
Aren't I a 10th level mystic now?
Well, that's up. You tell me. What did you take for your 10th level?
I took mystic. I stuck with it.
Oh, boiler alert.
Yeah.
What do you get? You hairy
You get
bastard?
a connection spell at 10th level.
Ooh.
Which is
a mist connection?
Mind Thrust.
What are the odds?
Your Mind Thrust levels up when you get, and then it gets replaced by a 3rd level spell.
Oh, how much damage are you gonna do now? Oh, should we wait for
I mean, I could tell you.
combat?
Why not? I'll tell you now. It's
Does it also
10d10.
Yeah.
10d10 damage.
This is the part of the game I was worried about because I remember reading the Starfinder core rulebook and the spells get ridiculous. There are some spells, I don't think we'll get to it in this campaign, where the damage is like roll 5d20. So you got 10d10 for your mind thrust?
Yes.
And
Amazing.
Does it change the effect at all, or is it the same deal, more damage?
It has it's funny you should ask that, Sydney.
yeah.
Tell me more.
Because now
I thought it was a stupid question, Sydney. I can't believe that it wasn't. And I'm upset that it wasn't.
it's a great question because now at 4th level, if you fail your saving throw, you're also fatigued for 1 round.
Hell yes.
That's insane.
Sick.
This game was made by players.
And
What
then
else? I'm done with you.
My new connection spell is called Synaptic Pulse, which basically is it's a burst spell centered on me that I can stun all creatures for 1 round if they fail their saves.
You like synaptic? I like synaptic.
I thought, as soon as I said synaptic, I regretted it.
Yeah. Well, I just felt oddly compelled to correct you.
No, I get that. I would have done it myself.
It sounded like fingernails on a chalkboard to
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
Wait, is that how you guys feel when I mess up words?
No.
No, we have higher standards for Matthew. So we're accustomed to you doing it. Like with when Matthew does it, it's like a hawk flying through a car's windshield.
That's how it feels for me too.
You
should feel
not
bad.
a sparrow.
On the edge of a feather. I also can cast 4th level spells now.
You got 4th level spells? Oh, gross. And I bet you took blasty mind spells.
So let's wait and see what happens.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he's going to start rolling d20s for damage soon. O'Brien, of all the soldiers ever created in this game, I think it's clear that Dax is among them. You know what?
Dax really suffers. I apologize to everyone, and to Dax in particular. He just suffers from this is what happens when I play RPG video games, and why 10 hours in I always have to start over. It's because I start and then I don't have a plan, and I just kind of wing it. And then as I don't read anything, and then as I go, I'm like, I want to kind of do more like this now and more like that now, and then you just end up with being mediocre at all this stuff. So
That's like,
and I'm keeping the theme going because I can't decide. Look, as a I forget what the name of his first discipline was. Do you remember, David? The one where you're really fast and do more melee
Blitz?
stuff. Blitz, right? Blitz.
Blitz.
So Blitz, it's good for melee, but then I end up taking sniper later because I got these great long range guns. But now I got this awesome sword from Qualo. And so I took something kind of related to that, which I think is fun, and it comes from Pathfinder. And with Dax having a lot of movement from Blitz, I think this is going to be kind of cool. I get a bonus feat at 10th level, a combat feat, and so I took Spring Attack. So now, as a full action, I can move and I have 40 feet of movement. I can move, hit somebody, not provoke from that person, and then move to wherever else I want.
And you don't provoke when you move away either, right?
Yeah. Right. Only from the target of the attack. So it's like get in, hit, get out. I just think that it can make you really flexible to, maybe hit somebody and then, or even maybe hit somebody, put somebody down, and then go and be in melee with somebody else to just take attention away and be a target and be a tank. And that's the way I went. And that's it.
Does it work like Pathfinder, where you have to take the tree of mobility to spring attack to? Yeah, that's a classic tree that people, a lot of rogues will go through.
Yeah, that's what it was. You have to have a dex of 15, the mobility feat, and a base attack bonus of +4, which is a much big. I did have the mobility feat, and oh man, that mobility feat makes me so angry because like I would use it all the time. Just be like, I'm out of here, buddy. +4 to AC, and you would always roll like 1 over my AC on AOs. I'm like, God damn it! Nobody knows I have mobility. I can't beat his damage. I think that's it. I don't think I missed a sniper ability, but I'll let you know if I did.
Okay, Qualo, Solarian. I feel like a 10th level Solarian is cool.
It is pretty cool. I have to balance out the revelations that I get in between Photonic and Graviton, or else I cannot attune myself fully for an additional round. So I had to take a Graviton revelation. If I had taken another Photon revelation, it would have taken me 4 rounds to get my full powers going.
Oh, that's a cool balance thing. I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And I was able to take Gravity Hold. And before I tell you about Gravity Hold, I'm kind of hoping that your kind of try it before you buy it mentality is going to go along these revelations, because I'm not sure how it's going to work in combat, but I like how it sounds.
2-episode Lemon Law. You have this week's episode and next week's episode. And then, I'm sorry, Grant. It's out of my hands.
That is more than generous enough. This allows me to move objects at distance as per psychokinetic hand. Boring, you say. However, this allows me to affect a medium or smaller creature to immobilize, lift, or move them.
Oh,
so with a DC 19 fort save, I can try to grab someone who's running away from us. I can lift him up. I can keep him in one spot so we can all fire down on him. So I like that a lot.
You're a Jedi.
Jedi, yeah.
This is what we were told at Gen Con 50 when the guy ran us through a demo. He's like, they can't say it, but Solarian are Jedis.
The funny thing is I was thinking, and neither can we. But there you go. But we did. Again.
There it is.
We're operating under the Glass Cannon Nation laws. We operate under a different flag than everyone else does. It's
that's right.
Behind us.
True.
We're the land of the free.
International waters.
The
Also,
other...
GC Nation.
Go ahead, Ellie.
GC Nation. Also, Disney is not known for going after small companies
They
at
never
all.
have.
Yeah,
They never have.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Paizo's calling. They're pissed off that we said that. I'm talking about Disney. It's like, you can't just say shit's Jedi when it's not. You can't. You're not allowed.
Jedi is a religion.
Yeah, Joe is Debbie Downer.
I know.
The final fun thing I got, though, is I'm now +5 on strength, which gives me a minimum of +21 to damage. That's a +16 on a normal hit, +13, +13 on a full attack. And as he levels up, his weapon changes into a blue Kusaragama. A badass Japanese sickle weapon. Like, it's a short sickle in one hand that's a hook, and a chain is attached to it with a ball on the end.
Yeah. Kusarigama? Yeah. Oh, dude, that's a Neo weapon.
That's why I
never
play Neo
used.
too now.
It's completely unusable in Neo.
It's like a Go-Go from Kill Bill.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
But a sickle instead of didn't she have like a chain, like a ball, a spiked ball?
Yeah, she had like a mace.
Yeah. Oh,
Grant,
God.
I feel like you're rubbing my ribbon now. Like you're taking away the cool.
I think you're stepping on her toes.
Yes.
And if you do that, Grant, I might die.
I know. I weigh.
That's true.
I weigh twice what you weigh. Like, exactly. So I think it might break your foot.
I
Yeah,
will say
God.
Kusarigama is cooler than a ribbon. It's a very cool weapon. So Grant just
But I love
stepped on your Swedish toes.
I love the image of it because like whipping that chain around all three of his arms and like over his eyes and stuff, and then like whipping someone with it from afar. I love it. And the flashing strikes.
I wish you were Mei Shun with that weapon instead of Qualo, because Mei Shun could like spin it around her neck and then come back at you. Like Qualo can't do that. Qualo's a weird little crab.
Are you concerned about severing any of your eye stalks?
No, because I'm made out of silicon. Basically, it's like not a carbon-based concern like most people would have. I think I'm of hardier stuff than most people. But yeah, it's a good thing.
I also like to imagine you spinning it, but your third arm is still holding a gun pointed directly at you.
Dr. Gundatu Friss, is this the level where we finally see something cool? Because I feel like the past couple you've been like, my trick attack goes up.
I mean, I did get Spark of Ingenuity. I took another level in Biohacker.
Oh, okay.
So I get Spark of Ingenuity, which allows me once per day to combine the effects of 2 biohacks onto one target, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
And the other thing I get is weapon specialization for small arms, but it's a little disappointing because according to the feat, it says you get half your character level as bonus damage on small arms, which I took. But according to Hero Lab, looks like I only get half of my biohacker level. Which
Let's go to David Winters on this one. David, your thoughts?
You should already have it though from operative. Your 3rd level operative, you should have the same weapon specialization. It's somewhat uniform across classes, so
okay, all right.
It shouldn't really change anything. Yeah.
Okay. I forgot that I had it already. Okay, so I'm good. So that's it. And then the other thing, I mean, just getting those ability bonuses across the board is really huge. Like, especially intelligence for me, having my bonus go up from +5 to +6. Just getting those skill rank bonuses everywhere is really cool.
You know what? That's very important. I forgot that part. We all got a bunch of ability point bonuses. And
I forgot
I
that
leveled
was
up
part of the system. Yeah.
So as part of that spring attack, I'd forgotten I leveled up my strength to 18. So I got another 2 hit and +2 damage at that level as well for melee.
What about old Callum, Sydney?
Yeah, I mean, I took another level in Witch Warper, mostly because it's such a cool class and I want to just keep it going. It's new. I want to figure out what I can do. But it's hard. I know we were talking about buffing, and Witch Warper is interesting because it's like the spells that do damage don't do a ton of damage comparatively to like a Mystic or somebody doing like intense melee stuff. But then again, the buffs, the Witch Warpers are really like for themselves. Most of the spells that I can do like only affect me. I can like save myself in many situations, which is cool and narratively like makes sense, I think, for Callum as a character, but kind of sucks because I'm like, I can't give these to my friends. So I just took 2 cool 4th level spells because I also get 4th level, which is awesome. And they're freaking cool. I love them. I don't want to give it away. Like, I hope it comes up in the story. And then, yeah, I upped my con because you make me so nervous, Troy.
Yeah.
I just like, you make me so nervous. Poison, like, I don't know. I upped my con a lot, and I think maybe I should have done strength or something else. But I got so nervous.
Right. Yeah, no, it's smart.
And
smart.
other than that,
there's nothing wrong with putting points into survivability, making yourself more survivable. I like it.
And then I think like, man, if somebody dies, like I put some into computers just because I had 0. So I'm like, at least I could do something like if we need it, if somebody is hurt and like we can't do anything. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of the big picture. But other than that, nothing too crazy. But I do like the spells. They're getting fun. They're getting cool.
I remember reading them. They're absurd. They're absurd. And I think there's 5th and 6th level spells as well. Does it go up to 7th?
6th.
6 is tops, yeah. And they're world-breaking spells. I feel like 4th level spells are 7th level Pathfinder spells in terms of the damage output. They're very, very strong.
It was so hard to choose which ones too, because they're just all vastly very different. For Witch Warper, at least, they're like super different across the board. And you're like, what will I use? Like, what will the scenario be? What will Troy throw us into? And will it be useful? Or a lot of these, I have some cool spells, haven't touched them. Totally useless. Like, don't make any sense to do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'll tell you what, I'm so fired up for the end of this book. I'm about to I'm about to throw some crazy stuff at you. But David, what did you level up?
I didn't prepare anything. I'm sorry. I didn't know I leveled up.
I didn't understand the
slacking
assignment.
that, Winters.
Yeah, that's what I'm known for. I will give credit though to Ellie as being the only person who sent me a character sheet.
That's not true.
All of that
That's not
that we
true.
were going through there was all news to me except for Ellie, and we discussed the spell gem thing in detail last weekend actually. But
I'm checking my
yes.
email right now.
Maybe
Fuck you, David. That's not
David
true.
should check his spam email.
Dude, Callum
I sent
is
it.
pissed.
I sent it February 4th. Here's my level
You
10
did?
character sheet. Yep.
Wow, I was just going to give Ellie a bottle cap, but if you sent it too, then I'm not going to give out
Okay,
two bottle
fine.
caps.
Oh,
so.
no. I didn't send
Thank
it.
you,
I
Sydney.
totally
Thank you for
made a
letting me know.
I
He
read
was
the
not.
wrong.
Sydney
email.
was
no, it's not
gonna
in
give
there.
me-
It's actually not in there.
I was reaching for the cap. I was going to be like, you know what, Ellie? Nice work.
No.
But if Sydney did it too, I'm not going to give out two caps.
Hey,
It's ridiculous.
Hey, you know what? I'm great at poker, Troy, and I can see a bluff when it's right in front of me.
I was going to do it. I was very proud of you. I was very proud of you.
Poker face, no.
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 Take that.
That's my anthem. That was.
Was that a lady? Was that a Gaga burn?
Was that a Gaga?
It was
Gaga burn.
Before we jump back into the action, here's a quick word from our sponsor, Jedis and National Anthems.
We're going to get sued.
Wow, those Jedis are impressive in this game called Starfinder.
Those Jedis and all those kids.
Licensed
Unbelievable.
Jedis? Those officially licensed Jedis in the game
Jedis.
Starfinder?
Yeah.
Oh, I love watching Joe right now. Like he's shaking a little bit, like he's
So
shaking his
angry.
leg. In the, like,
Stop saying that word. Stop.
How many, no, but in all seriousness, Qualo, how many credits did your lightsaber cost that you bought?
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure. I think I had enough midichlorians to trade in at this point.
Did you? I've been keeping track of your
Well,
midichlorians.
I earned them all. I earned them all pod racing on. I think was it Tatooine? No, that wasn't it in that one. I forget.
Might have been.
You guys joke. You're in trouble.
There's an algorithm somewhere of just all the words.
We
There's
find
a guy
out
in
that
a mouse
Cal,
suit just watching.
Don't you guys know someone though who works for the parent corporation? Yeah,
maybe.
can't you call in a favor?
Yep. Nope. They've been very clear. No favors allowed.
They can't even get into Disney World for free.
It's wild.
Really?
It's wild. Can't get a free ticket to Disney World.
Unbelievable.
Let's get into the action here. I don't want to do the recap again. So, what do you want to do? I'll say you have all your powers, but your HP hasn't changed until you rest.
Oh, wait, we have our spell slots back?
Let's just rest.
Just rest.
Okay.
Now
yeah,
you
yeah.
got everything. You rest, and Oatsteth plays some smooth jazz on her flute, her jazz flute.
We're actually resting, right? That's not a bit. I can hit the button.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Grant.
So,
Excuse me.
boys and girls.
Sorry.
Yes, Eleanor.
I don't have any resolve points, so even if we rest, I'm not gonna be able to get my stamina back. But I can dance.
Oatsteth
But
is
I
like,
don't know.
I used to play this for Eltreth to put him to sleep.
Oh,
Now he is gone forever.
I'm cracking myself up.
can you? Yeah, I was gonna say that was an unbelievably sad story moment.
yeah, that really was among one of our sadder moments.
Yeah.
When you started doing that voice for the Kish Troy, did you know you were going to have to do it for all the NPCs for the rest of the adventure?
No, I don't read ahead, so I didn't know there would be more Kish. But I'm glad. I'm glad that it's come back. You're never going to beat Harry T, though. I miss Harry T, and I'm going to try and write her into book 6.
Yes.
Please do.
Harry T and the
can
Funky
you-
Bunch.
Can you bring?
Yeah, no, if
can
you
you bring
rest-
back the?
If you rest, Linnea, you get all your stuff back, don't you?
Yeah.
Or do you have?
Well,
yeah.
I don't have. Oh, but
We're not
we're
talking about a
resting for
10-minute
eight.
rest.
Yeah,
We're
we're talking about
full rest.
full-on rest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Nighty
we're
night.
camping out. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
little camp.
Yeah, let's just rest here. I'm down a bunch of resolve too now at this point. Like we're
Yeah.
beat up. Let's do it.
Do it.
All right, so you're gonna rest out, and then what's the plan?
Seems like we should finish. We should hunt down the rest of the cultists still in the building. That way they can't threaten. I'm sorry. Now I've confused the names of the holograms.
Ostreth and
Eldrith.
Eldrith.
Osteth and Eldrith.
Osteth and Eldrith.
Yes.
And Osteth is our friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to do too. Let's do it.
We have 2 rooms, right? 2 door, or no, 1 door.
Thank you, Troy.
Yep, there is a door leading out of this room to what looks like a very small space. And then there is another set of double doors in that long corridor.
Right. All right, let's do the small one first, and then the big one.
Yep.
Yeah, breach and clear.
Can I nab some healing on the way out? Sadly, I'm still down 21 hit points after the rest.
Ooh.
Did Frisk treat you yesterday?
Yesterday, but not today. Hasn't it been long enough?
Oh, it's a new
after the
day.
rest?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a whole new day.
Oh, yes.
A whole new day.
So
Day by day.
hold on. Yes. Okay, so I've got a new figure now.
Ooh, exciting.
So shoot. I heal you some. Well, I'll get back.
Okay.
I'll get back to you.
I'll get back to it.
And Grant, you got your overnight hit points too, right?
Yeah, that was just at our level base, correct? Or do we
Yeah.
have more than
Yep,
that?
yep.
Yep. That was just 10 back, so I was at 45 out of 76 prior to resting.
Okay.
Oh, so you get 16 points back now.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good.
Huge. All right. Dax will open the door.
Have we ever reflected upon the fact that this other room that we went into is shaped like a piano?
You're
I
right.
don't recall talking
A baby
about
grand.
that.
Yeah, seriously.
Looks to be
which-
just a small antechamber here, separating the room with the hologram and the room that the half-orc and the cultists were in. Nothing of interest lying about.
Interesting. Okay. Double doors?
Dub doors.
Dub doors.
Going
Right,
to
so
dub
there's
doors.
double doors far to the east here, heading north, and we have not explored this area yet. I mean, there was so much fighting, I would assume that they would have heard something and come out. So I think we're fine. I put down my weapons and just open the door.
Yeah, strip naked too.
Yeah, I'm going to strip all my armor off. There can't be anyone in here.
I prostrate myself on the floor behind Dax.
Yeah, I go prone and open the door. Weaponless and armorless.
Push it open with your foot as you lie on the ground naked.
Yeah, I blindfold myself.
I tie my hands together behind my back.
We all do it.
All for one
Is
and one
everybody
for all.
laying down? Okay, I'll now push the door open with my foot.
Let's take a look inside this room now that your vaudeville routine is over.
We are so confident there's no one else in this building.
Oh no! Oh no! We're wrong.
We were wrong.
No.
Joe says,
This area is a cluster of workstations, crates filled with old technology, piles of tools, mostly very alien looking, but a few you could pick out, any of you with any engineering background, like, oh, that kind of looks like something from the Pack Worlds, but some is like, what the fuck would you use that for? There are a couple of unusual looking robots lying on a work table near the center of the room. But that's not all, because there are some creatures. Looks like 5 different creatures. So let's talk about these this trio of robots up front here. They all kind
oh
of...
my god.
Oh, that's
They
very
have
cool art.
lots of arms and legs.
Too many.
You would recognize them if you looked at the screens on the room where you met Eltreth when he set the trap off, and also when you went into the main control room. Remember you were seeing like video feeds of like the inside of a planet and like maintenance bots working around? They kind of look like similar to those bots.
Okay.
You also see a large drone in the back.
Look at that gun on its tail.
That's some Terminator
cool.
stuff. Oh boy.
Yeah, very creepy. Terminator-esque legs. These like spidery legs coming out, kind of like a Doc Octopus situation.
Yeah.
And then behind that, you see a Yosoki.
Oh my god.
It looks like very similar to Dr. Friss in many ways, but yellow jumpsuit, giant wrench in his hands, and like missing patches of skin. It's actually a female Yosoki. Gun out, and you see red eyes and just like chunks of skin. I mean, it looks like a New York sewer rat. Long, gross tail sticking out from the back of the jumpsuit. Seems like this Yosoki has seen hard times. You open the door, and a fight breaks out. Roll for initiative.
Oh, man, this is cool. So she looks like a mechanic, I'm guessing, and that's the drone. Is this like scorpion-looking thing with a like instead of your typical poisonous stinger tail, it's like a plasma rifle on the back of its tail. That is epic art. I love it.
It's Mike and the mechanics. Callum, what did you roll for initiative?
A lowly 14.
You know what? Nothing wrong with a 14. Dr. Friss.
23 for Dr. Friss.
23 for Dr. Friss. Dax.
27 for Dax.
Ooh,
27. Not to be outdone. Dax with a 27. Linnea.
28. Sorry, Dex.
Wow.
Get out of here with
Looks
that.
like somebody's stepping on his toes.
Yeah.
Qualo.
Sorry.
18.
18 to Qualo, the Jedi. Kreska.
22.
22 for Kreska. It's round one. The entire crew of the Sarissa are in the hallway. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies that you can see, and it is Linnea's turn. Linnea, what do you do?
Without hesitation, she runs straight for the large Hummer droid in the back.
Runs straight for the large Hummer droid in the back. Do you have the movement to, because you can't move through these spaces, so you want to go around. Do you have the movement to get...
I wanna tumble through.
You want to tumble through a space?
Yes, 15.
Ooh.
I wanna
Okay.
the middle one.
Oh, you want to go... So you want to just tumble right through? I heard a... from David. David.
Oh,
Well, yeah, just remember, Ellie, 15 is to go through the threatened. 15 plus 1.5 times CR is through the threatened. It's 20 plus 1.5 times the CR for the through the space version.
yeah, but the worst thing that can happen is that they all take their attack of opportunity on me. But then it's the first beginning of the round, and I'll take it because then they can't take any more attack of opportunities.
Okay. David, I can't take a reaction when I'm flat, if I haven't acted yet, right?
Well,
does it work
so
different?
it depends if you rule this as being a proper surprise round or not. Kind of the way it's
It is
worded in
not.
Starfinder.
We are in
yeah, so
combat.
otherwise, people do have their reactions. There's not the auto flat-footed on round one kind of thing.
Cool. So yeah, if you
Starfinder.
fail, you will eat the attack of opportunities. But that's what Linnea wants to do.
Exactly. But
I guess.
so I'm gonna try to tumble.
The one bad thing is if you fail, not only will you provoke, but you also won't get through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I'll attack the small one instead.
All right. So 20
well,
plus 1.5 1.5. God,
It's-
1.5
it's
times the CR. Yeah.
It's a little trickier than that, though, because you technically have to tumble multiple times because this first square, the one directly in front of all of them, you have to tumble through as well. Because you have to tumble through actually each subsequent square, which is something we messed up on a previous episode. So this first square is 15 plus 1.5 times CR, plus because multiple creatures threaten, that also increases it. And then you have to roll the 20 plus 1.5 times. then you have to. Actually, you don't have to roll it again, but you're gonna have to roll it twice. So it's gonna be.
Get it.
Do it. Just
Yeah,
try
fuck
it. Try
Yeah,
one
I'm
and
gonna try
we'll
it.
walk through it slowly. So this
All
one
right.
is 15 plus 1.5 times the CR plus one bonus for each additional.
Yeah,
fucking bot.
two for each opponent. Yeah, so it's gonna
All
be
right,
plus
so-
4.
Plus 4. Okay. So 19 plus the CR. 1.5 times the CR. What did you roll?
28 on the first.
You made it exactly. So you're able to get up into that spot. Now it's going to be 20 plus 1.5 times the CR plus 4. So 24 plus 1.5 times CR to try and go through this dude.
Yeah.
Roll
Okay.
better. Roll better.
Come on. Ooh, I did roll better. 31.
Whoa.
Not better enough, unfortunately.
Oh no, I was so close. Okay.
So that
fine.
will provoke thrice, David?
Yes, and you won't be able to get through the square.
All right,
Yeah,
let's go.
but I'll take it.
You get up to there and you're able to slide right up before they can attack you. You get cocky, you try to go through, and they all just like come back on you with one of their legs, just slam, slam, slam. Let's see who hits. First one, 25 to hit. Cack.
Miss.
There you go.
Second
There you
one,
go.
28 cack.
That's a hit.
All right, second one hits for max damage, 17 points of damage. Wait, I wanted to go back to Skype to see your faces. I missed it. The last one misses. So only one of the 3 hit, which is probably what you knew going in. That was probably your worst case scenario. So not bad. Now you can take an attack if you so choose.
And I'm gonna do a cleave. Because I
nice. Beautiful.
Yeah, Cleveland. And here it comes. So first roll. Yeah. Actually, maybe I don't know. We'll see. 11 plus. Damn it! Where the fuck is my
11 plus,
26.
damn it.
26 against
26. That is a hit.
Oh man. Yes. Okay. Ooh, 25 points of damage.
25 points of damage to the one
and then
right
I can-
directly in front of you.
Yes, and then within reach, the next foe.
Okay.
So I can do another one.
Yeah.
Attack on that one. Yep. So minus. Oh right, and I take a -2 on my penalty. All right. Also 26.
That is a hit again.
Awesome. Here it comes, the dumbass, freaking 31 points of damage.
Jeepers and chips.
Wow.
All right, so you take a little bit of damage, but you lay out massive damage to the first 2 bots.
Ooh, yeah.
I started the session tonight with this wonderful beer from Treehouse, single shot stout. It's a coffee stout. Is that what you're drinking, David?
No, I'm drinking quadruple shot, but same difference.
Well, do you have a massive headache like I have an hour and something into the episode?
I'm
Because I
buzzing.
feel horrible. We're 58 minutes in, and like it's only one beer. This is only like 6.5%. But I have such a dehydration headache right now. I want to run through my iMac. Anyways, good job, Linnea. It's Dax's turn. Just do something.
Dax, seeing this front line of defense all fouled up, all focused on Linnea, is going to use that opportunity that Linnea sacrificed to get by. So he is going to run with his freakish android speed around all of them and get right next to this dude in the back.
That's what Linnea wanted. wanted. And are you able to get around without provoking? Did you come the long way, like from
That is correct.
meow to meow? Okay, great.
Yeah, that is the long way around. He gets there, and as part of it, not as part of it, but during the turn, he will swift action use his glove to materialize the ultra thin longsword.
That is cool.
Take one swing. This guy. Here we go.
I love sword play.
2 hit.
Oh, no.
That is a 20 against KAC.
So close, yet so far,
a-
unfortunately.
horrendous roll.
If you knew how close you were, you'd be even more upset.
Thank you for not telling me.
But it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
You're off by 1. It is Dr. Friss's turn. Your party here has set you up for a pretty good situation. What do you want to do?
Friss is gonna move forward into the doorway and take a look at what everyone's facing. He had his injector pistol out, so he is going to take a standard action and sheath it. And he's going to take with his quick draw, he's going to take a swift action to draw the Hailstorm Zero class pistol.
Ooh.
There we go.
And is there anything stopping me from identifying every different creature in this room? They're all free actions, right?
Yeah, I would say that's fine. I may not allow it for everybody, but I allow it for a brilliant mind like Dr. Friss to size up the room.
Thank you, Chuba.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me some rolls here. Obviously, 4 of them are robots. 3 look the same, and then you have a fellow Yosoki in the back.
Okay, so the first one on the robots in the front is a 42.
Okay, yeah, these are some sort of modified maintenance bot. With the 42, I can give you a lot of information. You know they have a power known as nanite repair, which allows them to like slowly restore 6 hit points per hour. But once per day as a full action, they can restore 3d8 hit points to themselves or to any other construct with the technological subtype. So they can heal themselves. There's someone you might want to focus fire on. They are vulnerable to crits and vulnerable to electricity damage. That is certainly going to come in handy for those of you that can lay out or have a weapon that can lay out electricity damage. Beyond that, construct immunities are going to be might come into play, might not.
Okay. And then the robot that we assume is a drone standing behind them in front of the Yosoki. That is a 31.
Yep, it is a drone. It must be tied to the Yosoki unless there's a mechanic hidden somewhere in the room that you can't see. Has a little bit of DR. It's not super powerful, and you know that like drones and mechanics, the way they work together, they can't really do a lot together. Like they've got to. Either one of them can act or the other for the most part, at least when it comes to standard actions. So, yeah, that's all you really know.
Okay.
And then the Yosoki?
Yeah. Oh, wow. That is a 44.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a female Yosoki. You can pretty much feel confident that it is a mechanic. It's a weird thing. You're just kind of sizing this woman up, and you're like, what does she have?
Give them the resistances. Give them the resistances.
Yeah, that's what I was going to think. Electricity and sonic resistances. Very small, but a little something. Whereas you want to use electricity on the drone, you might not want to. Excuse me, not on the drone, but on the maintenance spots, you might not want to use it on her. But beyond that, that's really all you can size up.
Is she diseased as well? Do I see anything with the bare patches of skin? Does that
doesn't appear
anything?
disease? Just appears like she's let herself go.
Okay.
Perhaps to the devourer.
Like a Sith.
Almost like a Sith. Yeah, Joe. What do you think? Is it Sith-like?
Have a good night, everybody.
Her dedication.
I have to go do a lot of paperwork now. A lot of paperwork.
Yes, her Sith-like dedication has left her with patches on her skin.
So, Friss just yells all this out as the rest of this round plays out. He's yelling about all this stuff like this, look, electricity, etc.
All right, then. It is
Electricity, etc.
electricity and whatnot. Captain K's turn. K, what do you got?
I mean, I feel like I just want to kick the tires a little bit. So
Stretch out your new 4th level spells. Take them for a spin.
Would you mind rolling a will save for the Yosoki?
This is fun to do in a swivel chair.
My microphone.
Yeah, I can do that, Matthew. Matthew, is it?
It is Matthew.
All right, Matt.
Thank you
Here
for guessing on the
comes-
show today, by the way.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Will save from the Yosoki. Gigantic, massive fail.
Okay.
Really, really bad roll.
Brother, take him to Valhalla.
I wouldn't even have told Linnea, a first level envoy, what I rolled. I'm so positive it's a fail.
Wow. Let him die in the north.
Well, it was DC 20 if that matters to you, but it's 56 points of damage.
Wait. You're
wasn't a great roll
burying the
either.
lead here.
Please.
56 points of damage, and
What
you are
did you do to
fatigued.
her?
What did you do?
Mind thrust.
It's mind thrust.
Oh, it's just a mind thrust. Jeepers.
And you are
I forgot to
fatigued
mention
for
she's
one round.
immune to mind damage. Did I not say that?
You didn't.
With his 42? 56 points of damage?
Yeah.
She might have a family, dude.
She must have
Naish
a
trying to
family of
address
maintenance
that.
bots.
We all turned to Kreska. We're like, that was too much.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
Too far?
You're going too
Man.
far, Kriska.
that was uncalled for. That was way over the line.
Yeah.
She's also
to the dark
fatigued,
side.
Troy.
So you just... Dax comes up there and swings and misses, and she doesn't even flinch. She just kind of watches you, Dax, as you come up. And then, Dax, you're standing there, and this is all happening simultaneously in this 6-second increment. And Kreska just, boom, and she whips her head back, and then comes to and looks at you, Dax, and is like, "Who are you? What's your name?"
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Moving right along, it is Qualo's turn.
I just want
fatigued,
to
though.
shout this out just in case. Yeah, from the fatigue, you get a -1 penalty to AC, attack rolls, damage rolls, and then reflex saves, initiative, strength, and dexterity-based skill and ability checks.
Just say everything, all right?
And the amount of bulk you can carry without being encumbered goes down 1. Don't know how much
Well,
she's
when she
carrying.
raids your bodies, to be sure to count my movement on my way out of the control station. Troy, you moved 10 spaces with Friss's head.
Oh, thank you, Matthew, for grinding the combat to a halt. These rounds go so quick. Sometimes we need a break. So thanks for jumping in there.
Stretch my wings.
Maybe that information was helpful to some of you. It would have been helpful to me to know. So fuck all of you.
You know what? Now I'm fatigued
Matthew.
from hearing that. Qualo,
I love
you
you.
are up.
Hold on.
Qualo,
Hold on.
do you have a father who's also a Jedi?
On my home planet, I was once known as a Padawan at a certain
Right.
point, and that was when I was in elementary school. It was a Catholic school, just like you.
Sure.
16 years, and that's where I learned all of my Jedi Force powers.
You're impressive.
So at this point, the question is, outside of the source of his powers, is Troy and David, with the limitations of being in a straight line off of charging, you can move towards the target and do diagonals. Can I charge the drone or creature directly to the east of Linnea, from where I'm standing?
The one east of her.
Yes, that one. I'd like to move from here to here, and would that count as a charge movement with those 10 feet
must-
and a diagonal?
You must move at least 10 feet, aka 2 squares, and all movements must be directly towards the designated opponent, though diagonal movement is allowed. So
yeah.
to get to that square, you should be fine, I think, right?
Yeah.
Can you start
Yep.
right by the door?
Fantastic. Yeah.
5, 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good, buddy.
You're fine.
Just
Excellent.
made it.
So Qualo is initiating a stellar rush. His body is wreathed in flame as he rolls into the creature, and he's going to substitute the attack that would normally come at the end of a charge with a bull rush, which will also inflict 5d6 worth of fire plasma damage.
Oh, man.
So I'll do
Melt
the
his circuits.
What's it called? Stellar Rush?
stellar rush. It's also the
that's
cologne I
cool.
wore at my homecoming. Do you want to resolve the bull rush or the damage first?
Do the bull rush.
Resolve the bull rush first.
Okay,
See
here
if-
comes
yeah.
the bull rush. 6 on the die, so it's probably not going to move you. I think it's a total of a 15. Your CAC plus 8 is going to be higher than that.
Yeah, you're not going to move it, but you might be able to. I'm sure you're going to be able to lay out
All right,
some
so
damage.
give me a reflex save as well to see if you have this damage.
All right, these bots, are they reflexy? Yeah, they're pretty good, but actually they're not that great. 16 I rolled.
Fail. DC 19, 26 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Stellar Rush. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. That's what plays while you do that. All right, how much damage?
26.
I just want to listen to that song now. 26 points of damage. All right, not bad. This team is working together quite well. However, it is going to be the bot's turn.
Bot.
Bot. Chimp chomp. All right. First one is going to attack Qualo, the one that just Qualo just attacked. It's going to try and do 2 slams, just on Qualo, full attack. First attack is a 28 against CAC. Hits Qualo for 14 points of damage, and the second attack, another leg comes down. Minus 4, 9, 24 to hit.
Miss. Dodges out of the way. Last second.
With the second one. The one right in front of Linnea. 2 slams. Ooh, almost a critical. Instead, it was a 30 to hit Linnea.
Yeah,
That's going to hit for 14 points of damage. And then the second one misses, almost a fumble. And then the third one, I kind of want to shoot you. No, slams way better damage. All right, 2 slams on Linnea. Natural 20.
Oh no!
Today's time, so you're being mean. All right, this is going to be. This is a named maintenance bot. His name is Harold. No. All right. Does it matter if it's named, Joe?
I would have been so mad.
No, we don't have fan criticals for Starfinder.
All right, shut up.
No.
Sorry, I yelled.
That was uncalled for.
All right, double damage. Nope,
Yoda.
quadruple.
Oh, roll
All right,
twice.
double. Roll twice. Ooh, almost boxcars. It is going to be Linnea. This is legit damage. This is 29 points of damage on that crit. And if you're following along at home, it still has one more attack. That was a nat 20. Here's the second one. Another natural 20.
No shit.
My
No
goodness.
Poke his face.
With
No.
the old GCP prototype die. Wow. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to roll 2d6 at the same time. Oh my gracious, Charlie, 32 points of damage.
Dude, I'm down. I'm freaking down to hit points.
What?
Oh, man.
No.
You just got crit
Maybe you
twice.
shouldn't have taken that envoy level.
You know
That'll
what,
teach
Joe?
you to be creative.
Joe, you will feel a pain on your toes tomorrow.
Oh my god. It's like waking
Wait
up
a
with a
minute.
horse
Do
head.
you also have 2 episodes to undo an entire class level you took?
The lemon law only goes so far. So yeah, the first one gets a little clip on Qualo. The second one does whatever. And the third one, crit on Linnea. Wow, that was like 50 something points of damage. Awesome. Let's see whose turn it is now. It is Callum's turn. Callum, you will act before the mechanic and her drone.
Great. I also just want to say, unrelated to the things we were discussing earlier, and I won't say names because of legal reasons. I did my hair tonight. Look, just look.
Yes,
I was gonna say.
yes.
I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
Completely unrelated to everything, but I was like, oh my gosh, I look like this unnamed character from this popular movie franchise where they rebooted and did a whole series, and I was like, and I'm not going to say anything on air because I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Jar Jar Binks, everybody.
Jar Jar Binks. The
Yeah.
classic. Yep. All right.
Fan
anyway,
favorite.
Liam Neeson. I was doing Liam Neeson. Anyway.
This Qui-Gon Jinn.
Callum.
The greatest Jedi of all time, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Truly the greatest.
Callum is going to murder a bunch of children in a small room with his lightsaber. And
Whoa.
then
You talking about Order 66? That's a Hollow move.
Younglings. Callum is going to do something that you've seen before, except this time he's got more control over it. Callum's not scared. He's been fucking scared. Okay. He is going to suddenly. Grant lost it now.
Wow.
The Order 66 happened.
I love when we get Grant.
I know. Grant's silent laugh is like my favorite thing. Callum is going to go invisible, which you have or have not seen in the past, and disappears.
We have.
Spicy.
Have you? I don't know. It goes invisible.
Yeah, it's the teen boy in the bedroom thing, and it's like, no, we don't want that. But anyway, let's
Wait,
move on.
Linnea, explain yourself.
No. Let's
My
move on.
question is, David, I would like to move up here, but I'm not actually sure how the invisibility works in terms of AOs. Do they know?
Unless they know, they don't. They know.
Okay.
Your invisibility thing is the skin mimic?
No, I
that
am
what it is?
casting a spell.
Oh, you're casting invisibility.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't know, now you know. They can't see you, so you're able to walk right up there. If you want to walk through their space, then you and I might have a conversation. But where you're just sleeking around, they don't see you. They can't attack you. Also, they've already used their reaction for the round trying to smash Linnea. So you go invisible and you slide up there. It is the Yosoki's turn. She turned to Dax. Who are you? What's your name?
What's that?
She keeps looking at you, Dax. Why have you come so far from your home? Don't you understand that what you want doesn't matter? And then she turns her attention to the drone and speaks in some weird language. And the drone moves in. Actually, the drone will stay right there and full attack Dax. And the drone just, this swoop hammer comes from behind it. Oh, critical here would be wonderful. Let's see. Oh, that was close. That is going to be 23. Miss, right?
Miss, yeah.
Miss. All right, second one is -4s. Oh, natty 19. Got you on the second one. So this is going to be. Let me
I
get
don't
my
understand. What did you mean when you said close?
on the first one.
Yeah. Were you saying close because you saw another number first?
No, I said it was a natural 20 and it turned into a.
Okay. Because I thought it was close to a crit. I was like, this guy's 2 hit is terrible.
Yeah, no. Second one was a natty 19 though. D10 is what I'm rolling for damage, and I roll max damage, 21 points of damage. The rocks are coming out.
What kind of damage? Bludge?
That is bludge damage. Bludgeoning, if you're following along at home. And that, let me see. You see the Yosoki, after she speaks to the drone, like move her hands quickly about her armor, like she's like touching parts of her armor, like she did something to herself. Let's keep going. It is the top of round 2, and it is Linnea's turn. Linnea, how you feeling? Not so good.
Not so good, but you know, I have at least my resolve points back, so I won't die. But and I think I'm gonna go to Cleveland again. But this time I will
I hear it's
go
beautiful
to.
this time of year.
I will go west. And Cleveland is west of New York.
I go off into the west.
Yes, and I
Stay in the fight.
I shall remain Galadriel.
Diminish.
I diminish.
Another franchise.
Into the
I
west.
diminish. Yeah, I'll go to Cleveland, but I'll attack the one first, the one in the middle, and then the one to the west of the middle one, because I don't understand left.
Okay.
What you thinking there, Troy?
No, I'm looking at the map here, and I'm just wanting to make sure that Cleveland was west of New York, and it is.
Really? I was
Very
right
close.
about geography for once in my life.
Yeah, no, you're right.
All right, first round. Ooh, natty 17. I think that's gonna be a hit. 32.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Easy targets.
30 points of damage. Here comes the second on the second west attack. This one is not as 23.
23 is a hit.
Oh,
Yes.
27 points of damage. Damn.
All right, so the one in the middle, 27 points of damage. Not bad, Linnea. Cleave.
Bad. Not cleave.
Cleave
But I do
is
take minus 2 to my
AC. Yeah.
Yeah, so you might. Yeah.
Yeah. My 20s just hit you, so that really didn't come into play, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
All right, it is Dax's turn. Dax, you see Linnea got smashed, but she was able to return the favor to these things. This Yosoki is talking weird to you, and she ordered her drone to smashy. What do you do?
Dax is going to look down at the Yosoki, and he just doesn't quite understand what's going on. And he changes.
She's just looking at you, yeah.
Yeah, and he just changes tack, and because the creature attacked him, so he's going to move to the creature, and he's just thinking, I'm going to disable this weapon that it has, and then see what else comes of this encounter. So he's going to do 2 attacks, deadly aim at the drone. So swinging away, here we go. First swing, natty 18. That is going to do it. That is going to be a ton of damage. A 6 and a 7 and an 8 so far on 4d8. Wow. That is 41 points of damage.
Wow.
On the first hit.
Wow, you see there's a little DR, but barely any. It doesn't even matter from a hit like that.
And then swings again. That is a 25 against KAC.
That is a hit.
Sorry.
Nice.
No, I forgot the minus on the second one. 21 against KAC.
I don't like when you do that, but that is a hit.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
You know what? No, 18 against KSE.
I forgot the minus 4. All right, here we go. That is, beautiful. 40 even. 40 points of damage on the second
40
hit.
points of damage?
Dude, this ultra thin longsword is 4d8 plus 19 with deadly aim.
Whoa.
Sick.
Do you ignore the -4 on your first attack?
No, I forgot to add it, but it was a natural 18. Yeah, so I thought about it after the fact.
You hit the drone that she just asked to attack you, ordered to attack you, and she just casually watches, like emotionless as you attack it.
Detached.
Yeah, and it's like, do you think I care about that? Do you think I have love for this? You look like you have love. Yes, love for something, or perhaps for someone.
Cybernetic chills. Go down the spine.
Don't you understand that everything and everyone you love will eventually just, and she only comes up to like your waist, turn to dust as the universe is consumed by entropy. Caring, loving someone is futile. Keep moving in the round here. And it is Dr. Friss's turn. Dr. Friss, you see Dax is like having a conversation with this Yosoki. A one-sided conversation.
You two can have a nice heart-to-heart afterwards, Juba.
And he steps up, and he's going to take a trick attack shot against the droid on the furthest left, the westernmost droid.
Yes, the Cleveland of all droids.
The Cleveland droid.
Cleveland of droids.
That's a good name. New name for the baseball team since they have to get rid of the old one.
The Cleveland Droids.
That is a 26.
The Cleveland Jedi.
Cleveland Jedi. 26 against
flat-footed EAC.
gross. Definite hit. Yeah.
And that is 33 points of EAC cold of 33 points of cold damage, and it is flat-footed until the start of my next turn.
That's cold, man. That is cold-hearted. So Frisk steps into the room, fires off a sweet shot at this drone or this bot that Linnea just really laid out significant damage against. It is Dax's turn. Dax, what's going on in your head? You had some android chills?
Well, it's not my turn, but do you want to know what's going on in my head?
Sorry, that's a different initiative tracker. I keep like 7 or 8 initiative trackers up. It is Kreska's turn. I don't care about your thoughts.
I really didn't think you did. I knew there was a
Son of a
mistake
bitch.
happening here.
Yeah, I would have
It would have been so awesome if I didn't just didn't react at all, and I was like, he's thinking blah blah blah, and I attacked twice with my ultra thin longsword. Just kept it rolling.
It's too much. Kreska, you're up.
Enough talking. And Kreska will point at the Ahsoki. Please roll a fortitude save.
Ooh, wow.
As the molecules in the air around her neck begin to tighten. Like a vice-like grip.
A Kreska classic.
I think I'm going to pass this. We'll see. I'm feeling hot. I did not. 15.
That is a fail. Okay, so first things first. Okay, you take 16 points of damage from bludgeoning, if that matters. And you are immobilized. You cannot move and must hold your breath. You can still attack and cast spells and so on, but you can't talk, I don't think, if you're holding your breath. So that should save us a little bit of this weird Cult of the Devourer propaganda that's happening here.
Okay, do you move at all?
Yes, I will come into the room and I will stand behind Qualo and Linnea and next to Friss.
Okay. All right, it is Qualo's turn.
I'd like to take the top of my turn to point out that the Cleveland Droids was enough for a lawsuit, as the word droid has been a registered trademark of Lucasfilm since 1977.
Wow, even droid you can't say.
Yes,
Can't
when
even say
Verizon
droid?
released the droid, they had to go out to Lucasfilm in order to get the rights to use it. Anyway, moving on. Qualo is going to flashing strikes out at the creatures in front of him, the machinations in front of him. First attack is a natural 20!
Oh my god.
Come on with this.
Oh, rolling that damage twice. Here it comes.
The one right in front of you, right?
Correct, to start with. That will be 57 points of damage.
It's gone. It's gone. He explodes.
Second attack from the Kurosagama.
Sparks everywhere. Oh, Kusarigama.
Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. The second attack is for 21 against kinetic AC.
That's a hit.
Beautiful.
Here comes the big old damage. 30 points of damage.
Ooh. 30 points of damage, okay.
And
Still
that
up.
is Qualo's turn.
Nice.
It's a good turn. It's a good turn, Qualo. All right. The one that you just hit as a full round action, you see one of the arms comes up, touches itself, and heals itself some hit points. That was 3d8, and I rolled 2 1s and a 2. Amazing round. And then this one will, might as well just stay there and attack Linnea twice. It's worth it. So it's gonna, the one that just crit Linnea twice will try again with 2 more slams. Seems to be the best use of my turn. Here we go. First slam. Oh, Linnea, 29 to hit.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's a hit.
Max damage, 17 points of damage. And
Dude.
then second attack misses on the second slam-a-lama ding-dong.
Dude.
It is Callum's turn.
Okay. Callum is going to continue with my plan from the beginning, and he is going to sneakily, still invisible, run up to. He's going to get in between these two. He's going to run up to the big scorpion armored guy that just is trying to wail on Dax. And I'm going to cast Entropic Grasp, and Callum is going to slam both his hands into the side of this robotic scorpion, casting Entropic Grasp, and I'm hoping to basically make part of it crumble in a 3-foot. How big is this thing?
It probably it's floating there, so you see it can kind of fly around. I'd say it comes from your knees to about your neck, because you're a tall, lanky kid, right?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a melee attack against you, David. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm going to make a melee attack against your EAC.
What are you trying to do, though? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm assuming I can't destroy this thing. It's bigger than 3 foot by 3 foot. Okay, so basically the spell, if I touch an item in a 3 foot by 3 foot radius, I can destroy it if it's metal, wood, plastic, glass. Instead, I'm going to... Oh, go ahead, David.
You can do that with an unattended manufactured item, right?
Right, I assume this is attended by the Yusoki.
Yeah,
no, it's it's a robot.
It's
so it's like
thing,
a robot. Yeah.
Yeah, like you could do it on a door to make a door disappear, or like a Qualo.
Cup of coffee.
You can do it to armor
if no one was drinking it.
Right. So instead, I'm gonna do its armor. I'm gonna try to reduce your KAC and EAC bonus.
Okay.
So let me make my melee attack and let's see what happens.
I'll allow it.
Okay, I think that 26.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reduce your KAC and EAC bonus by 3.
Whoa. Okay, so you just touch it and degrade its stone plating, making it more vulnerable. Its circuits are showing now for the next person that attacks it.
Oh, wait, what?
Actually, it's a construct, right? And I would say a construct is a manufactured creature.
Go on.
Oh.
Keep reading. Reading.
Okay,
yes,
so if this is okay, David.
It's not going to do anything to your armor.
Okay, but instead, I am going to. This is great. So if you're a manufactured creature,
What is this thing called? The spell?
Entropic Grasp. It seems
Entropic
weak,
Grasp.
but used in the right situation. So instead, I am actually going to deal 6d12 damage
That's much better.
Yes,
to your
that's much
stupid
better.
little robot.
I told you these spells.
Amazing.
6d12.
Yeah.
That's
hold on.
like a 6th level barbarian rolling hit points.
Oh my god. So I'm going to do 50 damage. To your dumb robot dog, your MIT robot dog that can open doors. I'm kicking it as it tries to open the door, and I'm
Boston
pulling
Electronics. You just you come up and you go boom, and it just explodes all over the place. It's gone.
all over Dax.
This is amazing. And you want to hear the
Dax.
cooler thing? I used a 4th level spell for my invisibility, so it's greater invisibility. So even when I attack, you can't see shit. You don't see me at
great.
all. I'm still invisible. This thing just
That is
exploded
amazing.
out of thin air, and all my allies can't see me either. So you guys just watch this robot dog.
Dax just looks at his blade and it's like,
Sword is amazing.
I'm so strong.
pure destruction.
So that was against the drone, not the bots, right?
Yes,
Okay.
just the drone.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Amazing.
Jesus.
All right, so Chris, explain to me again the situation that my mechanic is in.
He's immobilized.
She.
So you
She.
can't move. She can't move. And I'm just pulling it up here. You can still cast spells if that's something you want to do.
Can't speak.
Can't speak. You have to hold your breath as per the rules on page 404. You can still attack except with bite attacks, cast spells, and so on. So this is each round the spell affects the target. The target can attempt a fortitude saving throw to have the damage and avoid being immobilized. I read that as on my turn when I concentrate again. Right, David?
Yeah, I would say so, because otherwise the effect might happen twice before you have to concentrate again.
Right.
Okay. My God. And you just destroyed her drone. All right, so she can't talk, she can't move. She can just do mental actions, but her drone's
she can attack if she has
She
a
can
claw
full
attack.
Yeah.
Oh, so she can move.
No, she can't move,
No.
but she can attack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She can physically move. She can't move out of her space. Like I can do this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I meant by move, not Starfinder move. And the reason I asked that is she looks around at the pieces that were her drone, sees that one of the maintenance bots has gone down, and looks at Dax, choking, and just goes, and raises her hands. And we'll see you next week.
Oh man.
God, that flew by. Wow. Oh, man. I've got something to say to this Suzuki.
Say it now as we go out.
You say, you stop it.
Hey.
That's enough.
You scruffy looking nerf herder.
Oh, come on.